Hello there. Anybody watch The Honeymooners? You folks from the USA? Hello there, Ed Norton would say. Okay, so how do we get leather around corners and, contours and all of that, right? Let's see. Can you please click on like and subscribe to my channel, please? I really would appreciate it. I thank all of you for sending in that money. That I really appreciate it. We reached 38,000 bucks. No, I'm only kidding. So anyway, show them the corner that we did. If you guys are following me in a series, you'll know. Look at the perfection in this. Look at this. Now, I will admit, it took me a while because there was a lot of tension on this piece. And so I had to do a lot of finagling with this piece. Anyway, we got it in. So now, don't let it intimidate you though. Come on. I want you, the homeowner, to install your own wallpaper. You can do it. Hold on, don't do that. Hire me. I'm sorry, don't do it. Yeah, I'm only kidding. If you got the guts to do it, do it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now, let's do some 101 wallpaper hanging, okay? Come over here and show the people what we're looking at. Come over here and show them this. Now, I want to ask you good folks at home. First of all, understand that the wall is glued, okay? Now, I'm going to ask you. A lot of you good folks are going to blow this, but not after you watch this video. This is what I call dealing with the first obstacle first. Where would you put your knife? Where would you cut it? I'm going to give you three choices. Would you put your knife here, like right above this ledge, under it? Or would you deal with this first, this piece down here? If you said this one, you're wrong. If you said this one, you're wrong. If you said this one, you're wrong. And I don't want to make you feel silly. But I gave you all those options because neither one of them deals with the furthest point first. The only way to handle this properly is to deal with the obstacle that meets the paper first. Now make sure that they can see this head on. I want the camera here. Look at what touches the paper first. It isn't this. So if you were to start cutting here, guess what you would do? You would cut it too short. If you cut it here, you're going to be on the money because that's what's touching the paper first. You got to clear this before you can deal with this. And you got to clear this before you can deal with this. So here's what I want you to do. Take your knife, and I want you to cut straight right against this paper. Okay? Straight. If you go crooked, you will interfere with the paper that goes here, okay? Now watch. Let's just do this quickly. Okay, beautiful so far. You can see what we're doing. We're making a cut around this thing. Bring the camera in here. Now, you know we have 1.5 inches here. Don't try to do the whole thing at once, okay? Your finger will slip. Guarded, nice and easy. Go up half, go to the top and bring it down. Don't try to do the whole thing in one direction. I'm afraid you might do what I did when I was a new installer, and that is to overcut. You don't want to do that. Okay, now, so far so good, folks. Look at that. You see if we dealt with this, you would make a void here. Use your finger, push that paper in, okay? This is leather. This is tough to deal with. Get that in as far as you can. All right? But now we have to go to the ledge that's closest to the wall now. So we're gonna cheat a little bit. They can't see. I want the camera in here now. Over my head. Now now don't push too hard. You might put a hole in this. All right? Now here's what I want you to do. At the very corner, I want you to rock your blade. Look. See that? See I'm rocking it? You see that? It's a different technique than slicing it, right? You can't go wrong here. You can't overdo it. Now look what that just did for me. See that? Rock your blade, nice and easy. Put it in against the wall. See what it's doing? Look at that, folks. Look how beautiful that is now. What you're doing is you're slicing it like butter. And this is a sharp blade. You don't want to be dragging that knife anywhere. Now, I'm going to go in the bottom. I got my plastic all the way up against there. There's no room for error. And now I can't rock it. I got to pull my blade. Trust your stuff. Let's see how I did, folks. Oh, almost perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, let's see how I did. Now, folks, that's a professional cut. You got the paper. It's always good to not cut too much rather than cut too much, okay? Bring the camera down here. Let the people see. This is very important to go around this ledge here. Push your knife in there and then pull nice and easy. Don't go all the way. Go halfway. Here's what happens if I go all the way. I'm going to overcut. Okay, folks, how did I do? How did I do? Oh, gosh. Not good enough. Now you see the contours? Here's what you want to do. You want to be perfect? You see how it goes in there? Watch this. You too are going to go in there. You're going to push your plastic smoother in there. And here's what I want you to do. Move your blade over 1/4 inch or so. And cut up against that wood so that you don't overcut it. Okay? Let's see. Now let's see how I did. Push your plastic in there so you don't tear the wallpaper. Now look at that. Show them that cut. Show them that cut in there. Look at that. We're gonna trim that, but look at how perfect that is. Okay? Now go under here. Show them under here. Okay, again, push the blade all the way in there. Easy. If you want to do the halfway thing, that's fine too. I know I'm not going to overcut it there. You see that? Look how beautiful that looks. Go in there again. In here. Yeah, look at how. Come over here a little bit and show them that angle. Look at that. Okay, show them up here. Show them the whole cut. Yeah. See how we did, folks? Okay, you can do it. It takes a little practice. Okay. Now, if you guys want to send me an early birthday present, in 6 months it'll be my 42nd birthday. And that would be really nice if you did that. Okay, show them what I'm doing. Come behind me. Now, folks, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to start my cut here. Instead of going all the way up on the ladder, okay? That's all right. Okay, guys. I'm gonna bring the ladder over. Keep your camera on that. And I'm gonna do the rest here. Now, my critic, Kevin, he's my nemesis. Please look the word up. And somebody put the definition in the comments section, please. Nemesis. Thank you. Somebody please just humor me. One of my YouTube video watchers is my nemesis, and he will have something to say about this installation, but that's all right. Okay, folks, now let's review what we did. Why would you take the camera off of the job?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, folks. So we didn't cut this first. Let's just review. Every one of you is going to install wallpaper like this. Don't cut this first. Why? Because this is sticking out first. Here's your first obstacle. If you trim this, you're going to come down and the paper is going to be stressed right here. You're not going to be able to do it. So you deal with the first obstacle, which is the thing furthest from the entire, whatever is closest to the wallpaper when you're moving it from the left to the right. That's your first obstacle right there. And that's what I want you to deal with first. Does that make sense to you folks? Okay, the reason being is that when you cut the first obstacle, everything else falls into place, okay? Now, Kevin, my nemesis, he gave me these blades yesterday. He's a good guy. Okay, and they're really good blades. They're 9mm. And I thank you, Kevin. If Kevin's watching this, he's probably eating ice cream right now. And he's probably hysterical laughing. Okay, now folks, what do you think? Do you like it? I hope so. Okay, so, you know, I don't think I'm going to do much to that, okay? I take it back. I'm not touching this anymore. I'm using my fingertip just to push it in. And that's it. I'm not going there. You can do this. What do you need? A sharp blade, number one. Number two, deal with the first obstacle in the middle. Why? You could do it down here, but you run the risk of cutting the paper that you need for here. So go in the middle. It's your greatest chance not to overcut. Then you wrap it around the top, wrap it around the bottom, just like you saw in the video. This is Spencer Colgan from Spencer Colgan's Wallpaper. Please click on like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Show them the whole piece now. Just show them the whole, just pan the whole piece. Up and down. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.